Hi everyone, today I will be unboxing this instant water heater. So this is supposed to be attached to a faucet or a tap, water tap, and then it can instantly heat up the water. So this comes from the Xiaomi ecosystem. So it's actually Xiaoda instant water heater faucet. The specifications are written here. As you can see, it is 220 volts at 3000 watts. So that's quite a lot of power, but we have to see whether it can heat up the cold water or not. So let's unbox and see how it is inside. So it comes with the user manual, as usual in Chinese, but we have to see how to use it to connect. So it's really nicely packaged, as you can see. These are the contents. So it comes with the adapter, but this adapter is of very low quality, so I don't recommend using this kind of adapter. So these are the contents. So it comes with the water heater here. It comes with a cold and hot water outlets. Then you can turn it on for hot water and cold water and off. And it doesn't come with a power plug, so you have to use this one, I think. So we can open and see, and it comes with a lot of different type of adapters. This is the socket that you need to use, and I think this is some sort of RCD or GFCI outlet kind of protection circuit. So it says that it has some protection of 10 milliamps. So if the leakage current is more than 10 milliamps, it's going to disconnect the power source. So that this is quite good, and we have to wire it up here and see how the connection is. So these are the connections. So these connections are quite good. They have mentioned that this is the live and the neutral here, and the earthing is here. So these are quite good connections, and they have given the screws. So we have to set it up using this. So let's set it up. So we have the power cable here. So this is a very thick cable, so which is good. So we have to find out which is the earth. So this is supposed to be earth, and I think this is live and this is neutral. So we have to find it out from the manual. The user manual is in Chinese, so I don't know. So let's use a translator. So brown is the live and blue is the neutral. So the brown is the live. So let's connect the neutral first. So that is the neutral, and let's connect the brown, and then we can cover this top. We need to screw it up using these provided screws. I'll do that now. So this is quite a tight fit, and it's good because you cannot pull it now. Okay, before installing, let's check the type of heads that they have provided. So these are the heads that they have provided. This is for screwing, tightening the heads. They also have this provision where you can connect some sort of a hose here, I think. They have provided a lot of things. Okay, before installing, I will show you another thing. So this is the adapter that is provided. So I need to use this kind of adapter for plugging in this GFCI type protection device to power on the heater. But you should be buying a local one, and you should not be using this kind of low quality stuff for such a high power device. So I have this meter. I will put it in the continuity mode. So these are the connections. So I'll show you the connections here. So the live and neutral are having connections, whereas the earth doesn't have any connection. So these are faked. They look like they have some earthing connection here, but these are not actually connected inside. So you should be very careful. The protection of the GFCI will not work because there is no earth connection here. But if you look at the better quality one, you can see that these have brass contacts compared to these ones. So the pins are even longer and bigger. So these are not actually meant for the use at the European standard. And you can see that these have connection, and even the earth has connection. So these have earthings. So you need to have such kind of a better device if you want to use it. But for this kind of high power device, I don't like using this kind of adapter, any kind of adapter, So it's better to wire your own socket of your country. That should be much better than having an adapter like this. So I need to install the heater in this tab. So this is the kitchen tab, and we need to remove this, unscrew the head of the tab, current head, because you cannot fix it here. So we can fix it here. So we can have to find the right kind of connector here. So I found this is the right connector. Let's install it, and I have installed a washer here which comes separately in the package. So you need to install inside the connector. Before that, you must not forget to put this one. So this needs to connect here later, so we have to install it first before you put on this connector. So after putting this connector, you have to tighten it up so that there is no leak. So we have to connect to this input of the heater. You have to line it up properly. After lining up, you have to tighten the connector screw. Once that is tightened up, we can power up the device. So I'll plug in. So now it's plugged in. So let's see. You can turn on. So this is the cold, and this is the hot. So it's displaying the temperature. The temperature is displayed like this. So it's quite hot. If you open the tap fully, it is not going to be so hot. So we have to use it in a very low setting. And this is the cold. If you turn on the hot, you can see the temperature is rising. So if you use it in a very slow setting like this, then it is quite hot. But if you turn up the water pressure, it's quite okay to touch, but it's not that hot. So when you turn off the water from the tap, it cuts off the power. That is good. And if you turn on the water back on through the tap, it turns on. So it has some automatic function inside. So it senses the water pressure, and then it can turn on. So this switch here does not have an off position. So it's either cold or hot, and there is no off here. So if you want to turn off the water supply, then you have to turn off the water from the tap itself. So it cannot turn off the water from here. So it is either hot or cold. So this is quite useful. The input water temperature is quite low in here. So if you turn on the hot water at a very slow mode, the temperature can go up to around 40 or 41 degrees Celsius. That's quite okay. And then if you turn it off, then it cuts off the power. So that's it. And thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.